Okay, let's be real. Everyone's chasing the next big thing in marketing. But what if the biggest wins are actually hiding in plain sight? Today, we're not talking about some far-off theory. We are decoding the actual playbook of strategies that are working right now and setting the stage for 2026. All right, let's get into it. First, I'm just going to throw a number at you, $100,000 a day. Now, what's absolutely wild is that one affiliate marketer is hitting this number, not with some futuristic new platform, but in a space that everyone thought was totally dead, auto insurance affiliate ads. So the first question on everyone's mind has to be, how on earth is that possible? Well, the answer is pretty much the theme for our entire breakdown today. The biggest breakthroughs are happening when people start to challenge what they think they know and just start breaking the rules. Look, we're not just going to throw a list of 15 random hacks at you. That's not the point. Instead, we've organized all these incredible strategies into 3 huge shifts that really define the new marketing playbook. We're talking about how to master AI, how to reinvent the channels you already use, and how to lean on timeless human psychology. So let's kick things off with shift number 1, mastering AI. And I mean really mastering it. We are way past asking an AI to write a cute social media post. The pros have moved on to some really deep, strategic stuff. This right here, this is the difference between amateurs and the pros. The old way is just generic prompting, but the new way, it's called context engineering. Think of it like this. Instead of telling a chef to just make some food, you give them a detailed recipe, all the best ingredients, and a photo of what the final dish should look like. You have to feed the AI model your background data, your brand voice, and your best examples first. The quality of what you get out is 100% dependent on the quality of the context you put. And the next level up from that is actually building AI agents that can go out and perform tasks for you. Now, I know, that sounds super complicated, right? But it's becoming way more accessible than you'd think. The source material we looked at shared prompts that literally walk you through the process. You're not sitting there coding, you're just very clearly defining what the agent should do, giving it the right data, setting the rules, and then pointing it at a goal. But look, AI isn't just for these new fancy tasks. It's for solving old school problems, like volume. Get this. During a recent $10 million product launch, the team wrote 150,000 words of email copy, and they still felt like they left millions on the table. The bottleneck isn't the strategy. It's just human capacity. There's no way a person can write that much. AI is the only way to generate the massive, insane volume of communication you need to persuade people at that kind of scale. So here's the crucial takeaway on AI. According to a recent SEMrush study, AI models are totally changing how they find information. They're not just scraping random forums like Reddit anymore. No. Now they're prioritizing authoritative, high-quality domains. So listen, it is no longer about being everywhere. It is about being credible where it actually counts. Okay, on to our second big shift, reinventing the channels. It turns out the biggest wins aren't coming from jumping on some brand new platform. They're coming from finding these clever, innovative new angles on the ones we all use every single day. Remember that $100,000 a day number from the beginning? Well, this is how it happened. It wasn't about finding a new traffic source. It was about totally mastering the meta algorithm. He called it the Holy Trinity. First, feeding it super clean conversion data. Second, testing a massive volume of ad creatives. And third, using strategic cost caps to control the spend while letting the algorithm do its thing. He didn't change the game. He just learned to play it better than anyone else. And check this out, because it perfectly shows this new way of thinking. It's a simple arbitrage play. You find these viral, super high engagement stories on Reddit. Then you use AI tools to spin them into a narrative with a realistic voiceover, and you package the whole thing as a simple, faceless YouTube video. You're basically moving content from a text format to a high CPM video format, which means you get paid more per view with almost no effort. It's genius. Here's another one for you. Startups are basically hacking PR by just doing the agency's job themselves. They're using tools like Submit.co to find the right publications and GetProspect to find journalists' emails. Then they just pitch high-value articles directly. It's a system that lets them build authority and get killer backlinks without that $5,000 a month agency fee. And that brings us to our third and final shift, which, honestly, might be the most important one of all, leaning on psychology. Because at the end of the day, all this fancy tech is just a tool, right? The ultimate competitive advantage has always been, and always will be, a deep understanding of what makes people tick. So look at this number, a 400% increase in conversion rates. That's insane. And it came from one tiny tweak to a TikTok ad campaign. So how'd they do it? It wasn't better targeting, it wasn't a fancier creative, nope. It was pure psychology. You ready for this? The secret was just adding screenshots of real user comments into the ad slideshow. Seeing comments like, "Why have you been gatekeeping this?" acted as this incredibly powerful social proof. It instantly validated the product and just erased any skepticism the buyer had. Think about it. Nobody wants to be the first one to buy something. This tactic makes them feel like they're joining a winning team that's already celebrating. This psychological shift even applies to something as basic as your brand name. According to experts at Google, generic keyword-stuffed names like, bestonlineweb.com, they're becoming invisible. Why? Because search engines and AIs can't tell if that's a real brand or just a topic. You need a unique name, something that sounds like a real entity, so you can be recognized as an authoritative answer, not just another keyword. So here it is, the big takeaway. Stop selling the technology. The businesses that last are the ones that solve timeless human problems. Don't sell AI, sell a solution for fitness, or for making money, or for improving relationships. AI is the tool, it's the how, but it's not the product itself. These fundamental human needs, they never go out of style. Okay, so we've covered mastering AI, reinventing channels, and leaning on psychology. So what's your next move? Well, everything we've talked about is leading to what some experts are predicting will be the single biggest advertising shift since the launch of Google Ads. The prediction is that by 2026, we are going to see a massive wave of paid advertising directly inside AI chat platforms like ChatGPT. The window to get ready for this is right now. That means building real, organic authority on credible websites. It means creating answer-focused content that's perfect for an AI to pull from. Because by the time that paid ad wave hits, the people who prepared are going to be in the perfect position to write it. These shifts we talked about aren't just little trends. They are the foundation for what's coming next. The new marketing playbook is being written as we speak by the people who are willing to break the rules and think differently. So the only question left is this: the next wave is coming. Will you be ready to ride it?